Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur neuen Folge von daddelt, Aviary Attorney. Ich habe es ja beim letzten Mal schon angekündigt. Ich bin nicht so ganz zufrieden mit dem Ausgang des letzten Falls. Deshalb laden wir den vorletzten Tag einfach nochmal. Den vorletzten, damit wir noch ein bisschen Zeit haben. Dingsbums, Kirchengedöns. Beweise zu sammeln. Wir sehen ja auch Case 3, der wird noch etwas länger und Case 4 ist völlig gaga. Könnte natürlich auch damit zusammenhängen, wie wir Case 2... ich bin nicht zufrieden, deswegen laden wir. Ich werde das auch vorspulen, dass ihr das nicht alles nochmal angucken müsst. Wie sollte noch ein Tag noch einen Tag früher ansetzen. Bevor wir ins eigene Office gehen. Und zwar... Ich habe dann nämlich den Verdacht, dass uns beim Chocolate Emporium... Welcome back, Monsieur. Have you finally decided to sample of my fine chocolate? Or perhaps you've just returned to ask more questions? It's just the questions today, I'm afraid. Let me think who to ask about. So. Uns kam ja der Wolf etwas zwielicht vor. Judge Romulus. Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus? Yes, Monsieur. Alright. Have you ever served... Wait, what did you say? Yes? Yes, Monsieur. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a while ago. On the 6th of January, to be precise. Did you say or do anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, Monsieur. He was a pleasant fella. Big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling. A custom filling? Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample. What does this mean, Falcon? Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It might just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hagelslack, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus' receipt? I can do you one better, Monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand? Is it okay for us to take it, Monsieur? Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial, after all. Would you look at this thing? Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink! I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green. Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagelslack. You have been enormously helpful. I'm glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, Monsieur. Wenn's das nicht schon gewesen war, was uns gefehlt hat. Die Verbindung, wenn wir uns erinnern, am letzten Tag des Falls sind wir aus dem Fluss gezogen worden und hielten einen Stift in der Hand, beziehungsweise der Fischer, der hat uns gesteckt, dass wir den gehabt haben. Einen grün schreibenden Stift. Jetzt haben wir, glaube ich, die Verbindung. So. Ich werde das Ganze jetzt mal ein bisschen beschleunigen und ab der An der entscheidenden Stelle klinke ich mich wieder ein. So, an dieser Stelle steigen wir wieder ein. Jetzt muss ich nämlich den Stift präsentieren. Und kurz danach sollte jetzt eigentlich der Kassenzettel vom Schokoladenverkäufer kommen.
I know this pen belongs to Judge Romulus, that much is obvious. But if I were to present it right now, it wouldn't prove crime. What are you waiting for? Show us the supposed evidence of my meddling.
Den Kassenzettel. Dann muss ich jetzt den Kassenzettel zeigen. Habe ich es wieder verkackt. Naja.
I think you should take a look at this, Severin.
Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands?
What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelslag's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus.
The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been on the same. These chocolates happen to have been of the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. But taken in conjunction with the mademoiselle's updated testimony,
that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis?
That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents.
That would be correct.
Well, it's no matter.
I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh, yeah, that's mine. Thanks, I've been looking for that thing everywhere. I thought as much. Mesdames et Messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside Salpêtrière Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine.
Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude.
This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I say that this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color.
And as we all know, only baddies write in green.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus.
So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship? What of it?
Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It's certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Signe, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged the debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Signe's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming witness Monsieur Toussaint Kingly. And when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Signe to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in them just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there is not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Place d'Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody. Not even God can condemn me when I sit so highly. Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the court d'assises. What an utterly repulsive individual. Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me.
He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector.
I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty, you see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The bourgeois will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic, a republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me!
Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Of course. Carry on, Inspector. What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the President Judge's duties. Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe that the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Querido, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Tada! Das klingt doch schon deutlich besser. What? What happens to me now? Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were cursed. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes. I see. I cannot argue. But as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law. What does that mean? He's saying you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute. Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, monsieur. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although, now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris.
Actually, I may follow them to Vienna. You need a holiday after all this drama? Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before the fighting starts.
You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind.
It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too.
Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle.
But we're far from smart, so we're staying put. I see. Then good luck, monsieur, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this has all blown over. Wait, mademoiselle. Don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you and me and the fox, right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie. I suppose the congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way that you did, it was quite a feat.
Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid, Bullock. And you and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Signe to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back?
10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Signe. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details.
The details?
The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it. So I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Signe, and we should definitely be convicted. But that would not serve justice.
You're a good lawyer, Cocorico.
You? Well, you're not terrible, Falcon.
I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson.
What am I doing? Still using that old accent? I, of course, meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson.
It's no big deal. We're just doing our jobs.
No. Your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. Oh, but before I forget, your payment.
Thank you, Monsieur Wulps. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out.
Wait, Monsieur Wulps. Before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job.
Who? More reputable than the Falcon that stands before me?
Yeah, Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does not have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon. Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Wulps. I don't go by my old name for a reason. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crook judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming one way or the other. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time.
Dig up the dirt?
I am a private investigator. It's what I do. We'll bear it in mind.
Thank you, Monsieur Wulps.
Good day, Monsieur.
I'm going to get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I was just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee.
So sollte es sein. Ja. Weiter geht's. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder, the 3 glorious days. What? Oh. Ooh. The Sleeping City. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canard. Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon.
Morning, Spam.
No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones?
It's far too early for this level of roasting past the Cabernet Sauvignon.
No way. We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk.
Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial.
Something on your mind?
Actually, yes, Actually, yes, it was what the wolf judge said about the revolution.
That guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French Revolution, we would never get any work done at all. Am I right?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss.
Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything.
That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors.
All right. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Volerti. That's it. How terse.
A proposal from the inspector? Interesting.
Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind?
Not a clue.
So, are we going to go meet him and find out?
I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat.
All right, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill for my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. It's a new day. Gehen wir zum Place de la Bastille. Brr. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the ancient regime. Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the ancient regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds? It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could he want with all the three of us? It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. A big investigative role? Sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No, what? He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills. So he escaped justice. For now. But don't fret, nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Monsieur Inspector Volerti, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Don't drag me into this, you fool! I was joking! You impudent whelps! I'm not that old! I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh, great. Now you've set him off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian killer himself. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we are here. Oh, right, of course, why we're here. What am I about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Hipster. Ja, klar, Hipster. Revolutionär. Revolutionaries. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months, no, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier. Indeed. And that's why it's paramount that we find a strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? The croque monsieur? It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Throw in some peppers if it's Friday night. This has nothing to do with the sandwiches. Croque monsieur is the alias for an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking?
Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance.
That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. What about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my fault. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produce with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I have seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So, what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office, twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation?
Das geht ja eh nicht weiter, wenn wir nicht helfen.
I would be honored to help my country, Inspector. Consider us on board. Excellent. Just what I wanted to hear.
I had no idea you were such a patriot, JJ.
There's nothing wrong with a little national pride.
Yeah, pride is fine and all, but do we get any compensation for this?
Of course, here's 50 francs. You will receive another 50 upon the completion of your work.
50 francs?
We're being undersold. Hush, Sparrowson. This is a great opportunity. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive croque monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your two tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then.
I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me.
Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a croque monsieur to hunt.
Okay, let's go! I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation to the croque monsieur too.
Not so fast, Cocorico. There's something else we need to discuss.
Uh-oh.
Ach, Herr Jemine.
Ja, nun gut, wir müssen ja wahrscheinlich eh alle Plätze abfragen. Deshalb machen wir das in der nächsten Folge von Dennis Daddelt, Aviary Attorney. Bis dahin, macht's gut.